Hello. Hi, everyone. Jackie and Kelly. So your last video, this is the advancements of handstands. And anything you learn here can be applied in your forearm or your headstand as well. This is kind of the ultimate inversion, right? Yeah. So just also want to reiterate before you start practicing this video, go back to video 4, stretch out your wrists, do some core exercising, do the fundamentals just to kind of warm up before you jump right into the handstands. And it's always important to stretch the wrist because like Kelly said in the last video, usually that's the biggest complaint in the beginning of the yoga practice too. So you got to strengthen the muscles around the wrist.
And before you do this video, you should be able to hold a handstand in the middle of the room for at least 15 seconds. So do not try any of the stuff unless you have a handstand balance in the middle of the room, okay?
All righty. So we're first going to show you some different ways to hop forward, hop back, hop into handstand, and how you can incorporate some of these into the flow. And then the last part of class, we're actually going to flow for about 20 or 30 minutes where we incorporate all the drills that we're getting ready to learn.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to first learn the tucking handstand. So jumping up into tuck handstand. Okay, Jackie's going to show you that. You are going to use a wall for this, okay? But you're not gonna really have the option to over kick because you're gonna find that kind of balance in that tuck position first.
And your butt may tap, right? So then you're gonna know kind of how much you're overkilling. I say probably about maybe a hand distance from the wall, and you'll have to play around with that, just kind of see what works for you. So again, I start from that baby down dog, almost to where I'm shifting. Now, if your head's touching the wall, when you shift forward, you might be a little bit too close. So just adjust. And then I'm going to give a little spring, hop up.
She's squeezing those knees in.
Hop down.
You really got to squeeze. Up. Think about like a really big tuck, like a cannonball tuck into the pool, right?
Hop down.
Good. Do one more.
Again, hop up. It's okay if the feet or the butt touch.
Yep. Just to kind of
tuck in, and press them
to maybe hold it here. Get that real tuck, hugging those ribs in, navel towards the spine. Good. Squeezing in her thighs, right? Yeah. So you're going to do a couple of those, right? Again, we're moving through this faster, but you would not move through this fast. You would feel
practice
that
a little bit. Yeah. Take a break. And then,
So once you kind of get that tuck, right, we're going to add the handstand. Okay, so she's going to tuck, come up into the handstand, tuck, and back down. And you're going to kind of play with it because it's going to happen. We are just like anybody else. Some days our handstands, we got it, we're hitting them. Other days, it's not happening. But you know what? We've been practicing this long enough. We kind of just accept that, and maybe that's the day you walk away, right?
Sure.
You just kind of step away and say, today's not the day. I'm going to practice another day. Okay? You got to be okay with that. Every day is not going to be perfect. All right, so let's show that one more time.
So same tucking. You can even pause, right? Just so you have a little bit more core control. Lift up, tuck back down.
She's sliding her toes against the wall, which is fine. Yep, one more.
Up.
Good.
Lift up.
Good.
Come down. Come down.
Fantastic. All right. Yay. Once you get really comfortable with that, we're now going to start coming into the middle of the room to practice the tuck jumps.
So I'll face sideways at first. So you can again just reiterate the stacking, right?
Right, and you can come up from there real quick so you don't have to stay down there. I want to reiterate, I don't start here and just hop up. I'm actually getting into that, but it's super challenging. So you can start in your baby down dog and get some momentum, right? Get some momentum, chest to thighs, get the shift. Once you get some momentum, then you can practice shifting and tucking. You don't have to start here. That's a little more challenging. The momentum's going to help you really get up.
All right. So same thing as you did on the wall, but you don't have the wall to protect you. So if you're not getting into it from here, the only thing preventing you is your own belief, like your fear. So try to get rid of that. Try to trust yourself. You can do this, right? Kick up and
hug. Good. She's going to keep doing it until she maybe finds, There we go. Good. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Nice. And then, yep, back down. Good. All right, let me try some. Okay. So you can keep doing these with me. Just keep practicing. Right, so I'm going to start in my down dog because we're going to teach you how to come into this from your flow. So I'm going to I bring my legs a little bit closer though. I don't really start in my full down dog. I walk them up a little mini down dog, bend the knees, chest, and thighs, shift.
Squeezing the inner thighs. It's a slow transition up.
Good. See, she fell out.
All right,
Lifting
well
the left hand. Perfect.
All right. All right. So maybe try a couple of those. The next one I want to show you is the frog hops. This is the one that really got me to feel what it's supposed to feel like to get my hips stacked over my shoulders. So we're going to take the knees out and clap the feet into like a frog position. So I'm going to start here. You're going to start in your mini down dog, right? You're going to shift, get some momentum here, shift, scoop, and then I'm going to take my knees out, I'm going to clap, and then back down. So knees turn out like bound angle. All right, and then you can maybe try to do 2 claps. Whoop, whoop. You can get the more claps. Oh, I'm getting tired. Hold on, let me do one more.
And you do hit a point, a plateau, where, you know, if you keep going and you're just not nailing it, you just wait for a little bit, take a break.
So really opening up the knees automatically gets those hips stacked. So I prefer to practice that one more because you really feel what it's supposed to feel like to get that stacking of the hips over the shoulders. So once you practice those 2 by themselves, now Jackie's going to practice the tuck, handstand, tuck, back to down dog.
Oh, geez.
All right. So tuck, lift up. It can be really quick too. It doesn't have to be slow. Just going to lift, back, whoop, back down. Just keep going. Lift, down. Good. It can even be faster than that.
Or I can't do it.
You can't do it faster? Okay. I'll show it faster. Good. Okay. She's getting tired. All right, let me try to do it a little bit quicker. Well, that one more.
But you're still getting upside down. You're still practicing. You're still inverted.
Okay, so it's just knees in, up, knees in, down, knees in, find the balance, knees in, down. You can do the same thing with the frog. As I breathe. And you might have to find the balance first. Okay. So play around with that, guys. You can see we're both out of breath. It takes a lot of energy. So I don't encourage you to do all of this in one day. Maybe pick the tuck, right? Just work the tuck. Once you get the tuck, then you can try to do the tuck up against or off of the wall. Then maybe you try the frog, right? Maybe do one of those a day, right? And maybe alternate which one you feel you like the best, okay?
All right, so we'll show just 2 more things, showing piking up, which is definitely the hardest, and straddling up, which is right there with it. Straddling is definitely more easier than piking, so we'll start with the straddle. You kind of come into...
So we're going to do it up against the wall first. Okay, yep. So get comfortable with the wall, right?
So just get the legs out, almost like you're in kind of a happy baby or a frog pose, and pop up. I'm not a huge fan of the wall because I fall back.
So she's going to bring the legs together, and then she's going to bring back up to straddle and try to find. Bring it down. Whoop, up. Good. Slow, slow, slow.
Yeah, I can't move fast. I got to go really slow.
There she goes. Good. Straddle out.
I'll demonstrate off the wall. I can do it, but you're better off the wall.
Okay. And then you could do the same thing with, and I'll show straddle too. Let's see. We'll do both. Good to see both of us. So I'm coming a little closer. Oh. One more. I'm just going to stay here. Come back up. Okay. We can do pike up against the wall.
I'm just going to demonstrate it once, and then I'm going to come out because I can do it much better without the wall.
Nice. And then back down. Just to get comfortable, so you have that security at first.
So we'll do plank or wide-legged straddle. Just kind of bend. Again, you're shifting forward, right? And it's a little hop. Just try that. 5 hops. Think butt up, right? Hop up. And then if you can, you start to squeeze the legs together.
You don't have to squeeze the legs together. You're in a handstand if you're in a straddle.
But you can feel the core as you're working those legs. And just by hopping up, because what happens is this, right? Think butt
Legs.
up.
Legs.
Butt.
Energize. Straight. Legs. Squeeze. Good. Nice.
Okay, same thing with plank, and then we'll take our flow. So plank is a lot harder. Where I see everybody kind of make mistakes is here, or yeah, plank piking, and they're just kind of like wailing their feet. Remember, your legs are engaged. They're squeezing the inner thighs. I come a little more forward. It's not a huge jump. It's just a little shift my shoulders past my wrists. Down, butt up, down, butt up.
See how she's stacked?
Down.
When she finds the hips stacked, that's when she finds balance. Now, I want to show you one thing you can do at home to help with the pike. You're going to take a block between the inner thighs. I'm going to take this one actually. Okay. So this is going to get you to think about squeezing the legs really tight and pike, because the more you squeeze, the lighter you're going to feel. Okay, so you're going to bring the legs between the thighs. And I may or may not hit this because I'm not used to using the block, but this is what I did at first to practice, okay? So let me adjust that. It's right above the knees. Okay. I'm going to shift, bend, squeeze the block. Shift, bend, squeeze the block. Get those hips over. One more. Okay, so using the block to really get that energetic squeeze between the inner thighs. All right, so I think we're ready to flow. You would only do this flow once you get your handstands in the middle of the room, pike, straddle, L shape, whatever you want to do. But we want to just show you how to incorporate it into a practice. So you can be doing this when you come and take a class at Kula. Yay! All right.
Okay, and we'll keep it you know, fairly short, just to kind of incorporate the drills that we just showed you into a class, like Kelly just said. And you know, it doesn't have to be given in the class. You can kind of take the intensity within the flow, right?
You might just adjust it
All right.
a little bit.
We're gonna start on our backs. So lie down on the back. Just Shavasana pose with the legs this way out. Close the eyes. Bring the right hand to the heart, the left hand to the belly. Just begin to inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take 2 more here. Again, inhale. Exhale. Keep the rhythm of the breath. Just repeat the mantra. I am safe. I am strong. I can do this. I've got this. I am safe. I am strong. I can do this. I got this. I am safe. I am strong. I can do this. I've got this. Go ahead and flutter the eyes open. Inhale the right leg up high, coming right into the core. So option, I'll keep my leg down. Kelly can hover her leg. And turn the angels over to the right. Same thing we did in series 4, video 4, right? So lower the right leg down, lift it up. Squeeze those thighs together. Lower down, lift it up. Keep reaching those shoulders off the mat down. And up, just 2 more. Inhale down, exhale, lift, reach, 1 more down, lift. This time both down, hover, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees into the chest. Nice job. Take a breath. And then switch. Left leg rises, right leg hovers, or release it down to the mat. Turn the angels over to the left. Let's lower that leg for 5. And inhale. 4. Inhale. So I'm modifying Kelly's full expression. 3, 2. Last one. Hover both legs. Lift the shoulders. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees into the chest. Nice job. Take a breath. Now as you exhale, spread the legs out like you're coming into a handstand. Lift the hands overhead. Palms will face one another. Shoulders down away from the ears. Press the small of the belly in. So draw the ribs in. Draw the navel in. Tuck your chin. Squeeze the inner thighs. Feel the handstand position here. We did this, I believe, in video 1. 1 more breath here. And then as you exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And begin to rock and roll forward and back, coming into a tabletop position. So however many rock and rolls you want to take. And then we'll find the stacking. So here, the first kind of easier pose to feel the protraction of the shoulder blades, spreading the shoulder blades apart as you press them out away from the hands. Take a gaze at the fingers. Spread the fingers nice and wide and flatten out between the thumb and the index finger. So slight inner rotation to the wrist. Inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly down. Look up. Exhale, cat pose. Round the spine. Tuck the chin. Pause here. Curl the toes. Hover the knees. So again, feel that protraction. Press them out away. Firm the arms, protecting that shoulder joint, stabilizing the shoulder joint. Breathe. Notice what's happening to the mind right away. We come out of the moment when we're in a challenging pose. Find the breath. Be here for 2, 4, 1. Downward facing dog, firming the core, firming the arms, firming the legs. Just walk the dog here. Keep the foundation in the hands, all 10 fingers spread wide. Nice straight arms, chest back towards the thighs and heels down towards the hips. So bring both heels towards the mat. If they don't touch, that's okay. Just lift the right foot a hover, just 1 inch above. And then lift that leg up, keeping the hips squared so the right toes will face down. Now open up through the hip, let the foot drop down towards the booty, lift up through the knee, take a breath, inhale. And then exhale, square it off again, release the right foot to meet the left. Hover the left foot just a little bit, feel that engagement of the core, and then lift that leg up, keeping the hips square. Now open up, drop the foot down towards the butt, lift the knee up, engaging through that back hamstring, so pressing through the back heel. And then inhale, straighten the legs, square it up. Exhale, release it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up high on the toes. As you exhale, drop the heels over to the right. Just get a stretch to the side lats. And then again, inhale high onto the toes. And drop the heels over to the other side. And then inhale again, back through center, high on the toes. Hover the knees again as if you're hovering your child's pose. Now shift forward, hover your tabletop. 1 more breath. Downward facing dog. All right, so first one, we're going to just practice hopping. Take a couple hops to get to the front of the mat. So remember, shoulders are gonna stack on top of the wrists. Like Kelly said, get a little kind of spring going. You can start in your down dog. Hop up, kick the butt, and then hop back down into your down dog. And then try it again. Hop up, kick back down, down dog. Maybe 3 times up until you land in the forward fold at the top of the mat. Relax, interlace the hands behind the back here. Squeezing the palms towards one another. Bend the legs as much as you need. Chest resting on the thighs, forehead towards the shin. Breathe. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And as you exhale, gently release the hands down towards the mat. Inhale your flat back, bend the legs if needed. Exhale, fold. Bend the legs and roll up nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae. Continue the arms up, go ahead and look up. Exhale, draw it in, heart center. Nice, inhale up. Exhale, fold. So again, we're gonna try to hop back. Think about it, anytime you're hopping forward to the feet or hopping the feet back, the butt is the same thing, it's hopping up. So hands,
Hips up, think hips up.
yep, shoulders stack on wrists, bend the legs, so think kicking hips up and then extend it out. Low plank. Or you can take the scissor kick like Kelly. And then downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, let's bring it through for warrior 1. So pause here though, hold on, bring it back, bring it back. Press the mat away, you're lifting up, rounding, exaggerate that protraction. The knee is up, 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 then drop it down, warrior 1, back heel comes down. Right, so firming of the arms even here, palms face one another, shoulders down and away. Draw the ribs in, draw the navel in. We want to try not to arch our back here, right?
Think of that neutral spine we talked about in class 1.
All right, extend over that front leg. When you're ready, Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. So keep the hands out. I want you to feel what happens when the arms are out. In line with the ears, dial down the left hip. So you're squeezing the inner thighs together here. Draw the navel in, and then take the gaze towards the hands. Notice if the ribs display out. Knit the ribs in. Come back, warrior 1. Let's interlace the hands behind the back and just open up through the shoulders. Drop the arms, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, go into it, humble warrior. Relax that head. Relax the neck. Getting into the hips just a little bit. 1 more breath. Inhale, root to rise. And then as you exhale, hands are going to come down to the mat. And here is our tuck. So scoot the right foot back a little, shift forward. The left leg kicks up, the right leg tucks in. Right. And then down. Come back into warrior 1. Or crescent lunge, whatever one is more available to you. Breathe. Cactus the arms out to the side, open up. And then a good extend over that front leg. Bring the hands down. Prep for it again. Hop up, kick in. Now, try it a couple times. Tuck in. Unless you nail it, hold it. And then come back, warrior 1. Nice, let's open up warrior 2. Reverse the warrior, back hand towards the back leg. And then straighten that front leg for triangle pose, hinge forward. Rooting through the big toe of the front foot, pull the shoulders back, draw the navel in and press through the back heel. Let's rotate out that wrist, that hand that's in the air, and reverse. Look down at the foot, bend the front leg, side angle, moving right into Ardha Dandasana, half moon, so shift forward. If you have a block, go ahead and grab it. All right, so we're gonna cock the leg out to the side like you're peeing in a hydrant. If that's too much, bend the leg here. So this is prepping for your puppy press. We're not gonna go into it quite yet. And then extend the leg back for half moon. Take a bind here, bend the leg, reach for the foot, breathe, 2 breaths. 1 more breath. Nice job, guys. Go ahead and release the bind. And then again, peeing on that hydrant, cock it out to the side. Bring the hand down, bend the leg if you'd like, shift forward. And again, just see if you can hop up. The leg is out to the side, beginning of that puppy press. And then maybe a tuck in. And then bringing it back down. Taking warrior 2. Take your time. Straighten the legs, lift the arms up overhead. As you exhale, turn the front foot in, hands come to the waist. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the chest as you exhale, fold forward. Now I showed headstand. I think we showed forearm stand from here too. We also showed handstand. So you have the option just to stay here, but since we're in an inversion workshop, I say try. So Kelly, do you want to take the handstand or the forearm?
I'll do the forearm.
So Kelly will take forearm, I'll take handstand, and then I can also demonstrate on handstand too. So just play around with it, kick up a few times, see how it feels. You guys have the foundation, you have the principles. Stacking, firming, engaging. 2 more times. 1 more time. Beautiful. If you're up, come down. Let's just take a pause here. Let the circulation go back to normal. If you want to interlace the hands, you always have the option to do that. But the legs aren't just displaying out. Firm them, right? Engage them. Scoot them towards one another. Feel the activation. Using that activation, rise up. Taking warrior 2 on the right. Deep inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, windmill the arms down to the mat. Now you also have an option to flow here. You have to take that back leg in slightly, and you can scissor kick up, right? And take it back. Inhale your up dog, and we'll meet in down dog. Take your time, try it a few times. 5 breaths here, taking child's pose if you need it. Deep inhale, and exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. All right, this time we're gonna try to frog kick forward. So first time, just see if you can clap the feet once, right? Clap, down. And then maybe the second time you can clap twice. Clap, clap, down. Nice, that actually made a sound. Maybe you can land it, right? And hold it. So a couple more times, just try. And we'll meet in the forward fold when you're done. And this time, bend the legs. Go ahead and step on the hands so we can stretch out the wrist again. Toes meet the creases of the wrist. Relax your head. Elbows display out. Legs are as bent as you need them to. If you want a deeper experience, straighten the legs, fold the body in half. 1 more breath. Exhale, release. Inhale, flat back halfway. Exhale, pull. Root to rise, inhale up, nice big breath. Exhale, draw it through, heart center. Other side, guys, inhale up. Exhale, full. All right, inhale, flat back. Maybe you use the other leg to kick up this time. I don't know, maybe you don't, just try it. Couple kicks, however you want. Woo. And take your flow, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. From down dog, hover that left leg just a bit, and then rise it up. Bring it through, but pause, right? So rounding through the shoulders, exaggerate. The knees up, the heels up towards the butt. Drop that foot between the hands. Warrior 1. Inhale, the arms come up. So feel the spine first. Really easy to kind of expand out here, right? So neutralize that pelvic area. Tailbone down, hip points up. Knit the ribs in. Press through the pinky side blade of that back foot. Interlace the hands behind the back. Switch up the grip. Drop the arms, lift the chest, look up, and then exhale, fold forward. Breathing deeply in and out of the nose. Relax the head, 2 breaths. 1 breath. Releasing back through warrior 1, and then coming into warrior 3. So extend forward first. Try to keep the arms out in front. Arms and ears in the same plane. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Gaze between the hands, but keep the ribs drawn in.
Visualize that block in between the thighs, guys. Squeeze the thighs.
All right, warrior 1. Now when you're ready, hands to the mat. Let's practice the handstand on the other side. So it's the tuck. Right leg comes up, left leg tucks in. Shoulders are stacked, little lift. Right leg lifts up. And then coming back to warrior 1. Cactus the arms out to the side, take a little bounce. Good, inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, open, warrior 2. Deep inhale, lengthen. Exhale, settle. Reverse the warrior. And straighten that front leg, triangle pose. So pull the shoulders back, press the hips forward, neutralize the spine. Rotate the wrist that's in the air. Reverse it. All right, we're gonna bend that front leg, almost side angle, and then transition into your half moon Ardha Chandrasana. The back leg starts to lift off. You can always grab a block or something to place underneath that left hand. So first, just pause, find the foundation, root through the big toe of the standing leg. When you're ready, cock that leg out to the side like you're peeing on a hydrant. You need to bend the leg like so. Good, come back through half moon, working that hip socket joint. Take a bind if you'd like. If not, stay where you are and breathe. Find the balance by focusing on the concentration of the breath. Releasing that bind, again, coming back, bringing the hands down, and just try it. Pop up. One side is probably much harder than the other. One or two more breaths. And then bring it back, half moon into warrior two. Take your time. Straighten that front leg, reach the arms up overhead. Both toes face, the right, hands to the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Squeeze the inner thighs together first, then flat back, fold forward. Round two for your inversions. So again, I'll demonstrate headstand this time. Take your forearm or your handstand. Tripod headstand is the easiest from here. Shifting forward, firming of the elbows, stacking the knees on the tricep. Kelly's taking pincha, I think.
No, I'm going to take handstand.
Handstand. All right. So there's the variations. And again, just keeping the knees in. No rush of getting the legs all the way up. Two more breaths. Pressing the heels of the hands into the mat, squeezing the elbows together if you're in that headstand. One more breath. Expel the legs out, release down. Pause here for a moment, take a breath. Squeezing those inner thighs together, bring the hands to the hips, flat back, come up. Warrior two towards the front, left leg. Windmill the arms down to the mat, option to flow again. So again, hands come out about a ruler or two apart, kick up. Maybe you can lift up. Maybe you can tuck it. Maybe you can hop back. Inhale, up dog, and let's take a child's pose here. Just a couple breaths. One more breath here. All right, downward facing dog. One more fun one. So you're gonna choose here if you wanna kick up like this, or if you want to, right, frog kick up. But take 3 or 4 to hop towards the front of the mat. And if you land it, just hold it. Try to get that 10 or 15 seconds in the middle of the room. And then forward fold, interlace the hands behind the back. Last little part here, guys. Drop the booty down, chair pose. Release the hands overhead. All right, so it looks like this. Hands down, kick up. Chair pose upside down. You got 5 of them. Hands down, kick up. Down, back down. There's 1. Woo! 2. 3.
So fun.
So fun. 4. Whew. Last one. And chair pose. Whew. Fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or hop. So again, if you're hopping, think butt up and out, unless you're scissor kicking up like Kelly. Up dog. Child's pose. Couple breaths here, and then Kelly will guide us into some wrist stretching. One more breath.
All right. So we're actually going to give ourselves a little wrist massage. Initially, this will maybe feel like it might hurt, but you're going to work into it. Think of a deep tissue massage. It hurts when you're getting it done, but it's going to give the full release. So we're going to come into tabletop. You're going to bring your right forearm down into a 90-degree angle with your palm facing up. Okay? Take your left hand in front of you. Kind of walk your knees a little bit closer. We're gonna take your left knee onto that right wrist and just start massaging, do circles. You control how much weight you press into it, right? So we're gonna really work this here, guys. I like to start at the lower part of my wrist. Do those circles. Don't let the forearm lift, and then you start to make your way all the way up to the forearm, the crease of that elbow. You can do circles, you can slide it back and forth. I'm going to take a couple of slides all the way up to the elbow, down to the wrist. You may even notice your fingers start to curl. All right, and then maybe even take your knee onto that palm. About 5 more breaths. If this left hand is hurting, you can come onto the forearm. I'm just going to bring it a little bit deeper. One more breath. Nice. Go ahead and sit back onto the heels. We're going to do where we turn the palm forward, fingertips back, and then pull. Nice. Bring it back to tabletop. Maybe rotate out that wrist. So now I'm going to bring my left forearm down, palm faces up. My right hand comes in front, or I can bring it onto that forearm. My right knee starts massaging into that wrist. And remember, you kind of control how much weight you're putting on it based on how much you're pressing into that right forearm or hand. If you're up on the hand, you start at the wrist, stay there at the wrist for a little bit. It's usually where it hurts the most. And then as you start to notice, you bring that knee up onto that forearm and feel a little bit there as well. And you can do circles still, all the way up to the crease of that elbow. And then just start sliding that knee down to the wrist, back up to that elbow. The wrist, and to that elbow. One more time to the wrist, slide it up to that elbow, and then come onto the palm of the hand, bring that knee in there. You can do little circles here. And then end in the wrist. About 5 more breaths here. And one more breath. Good, sit back on those heels. Turn the fingertips down, pull back. Good. Rotate out both wrists. You should feel a little bit better. All right, let's go ahead and come into a comfortable seated position. Sit up nice and tall. Close the eyes, hands softly on the knees. Feel as if a string is pulling you up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears, and then soften the jaw by just parting the lips. Being so proud, grateful, and thankful for whatever you accomplished in this program. You faced some fears throughout this program. Maybe you tried something new and different to bring a little excitement into your practice. Whatever it is, take it in. Know that the more you continue practicing these drills, the better your handstand will get. But the beauty of yoga is that you never hit perfection, right? We're always just trying to find something new in a pose, which in my eyes makes yoga exciting. So inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing and enjoying our journey and allowing us to share our journey with you. Namaste.
Namaste. Good luck handstanding.
Yeah, keep practicing. Remember, every day.